She took it out right after she killed Maya. Well, we already saw who killed Maya, and it wasn't her. We got a cutscene at the very beginning which shows the murder happening. So, which does kind of take the mystery out of the actual game, but I don't think that's actually the focus. This is more on trying to prove what we've seen. It's the puzzle. But it's the wiretap for certain. This was taken out of the phone. So we're going to do this. Have a look at this. Oh, God, that. I found this in Miss Maya's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Ooh, objection! She could have been tapping anybody's phone. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Ha! Get stuffed, Edgeworth. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was wiretapping her phone? Absolutely. I did. I just said it, and I will say it again. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Edgeworth? Did you fall asleep like 10 minutes ago? Because we just played a message on a phone about that. Idiot. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the same thing I showed you minutes ago. He is a little thick, yeah. It's like, how did you win all these cases in the past? Duh! I present the defendant's cell phone again. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. It was literally the point of why we showed it last time, to prove how she knew it was a clock. Sorry, how the clockwork was removed, sorry. What's up? You haven't called in a while? Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me, for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Which we've already established. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Oh, God. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Though to be fair, if I was the Edgeworth, I'd say you made the point that the conversation was before April May's check-in. Yes, but she checked in after lunch. She could have placed the wiretap at any time. She could have actually placed the wiretap weeks ago, for all we know. She might not have even placed the wiretap. The other person who was in the room with her, because there were two glasses, maybe placed the wiretap and then retrieved it when he killed her. But she could very well have placed the wiretap, for all we know. She was probably just there to act as a phony witness. We still don't know exactly what her part is in this yet, but the wiretap was in her room. Shut up, all of you! What give a blah blah blah? I can't hit the button. You lawyer! Oh God, she's going to leap over this table and strangle me to death. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Yes. Oh my God. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal a final blow. We don't know if she did it, but we can definitely ask why the wiretap. I don't think she did it, but we can do the why the wiretap, definitely. Why did you tap her phone? answer the question. Do I have to? Yes. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. That means you're involved in this case now. I hardly call that irrelevant. That's it, she's involved now. While this court does not condone the defence's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? No. Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and I will. Okay, there's my adult warning on because of course she can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quickly, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Yes, thank you for that. Think I'm making it up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Right, she's just given us an excuse to bring the bellboy in. Ergo, the witness was not at the scene of the crime. Scene at the time of the murder. No, but that wasn't what we were trying to prove. So where does this leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Does the defense have anything else to say? Well, come on, think of something. Is there possibly any? I think we've exhausted everything with her. We couldn't disprove anything about her field of view, which is kind of odd that this shows us a field of view. That didn't work, so we weren't able to tie that. She obviously wasn't in the room though, that's the thing. I don't think she was. We've done the wiretap. Called her out on her bullshit regarding knowing that this is a statue. Sorry, as a clock. So I think we're going to have to call the bellboy, right? If we continue examining, we could lose more points with the judge. Didn't the bellboy say something about when he was working and stuff? I can't remember now. No, I don't remember exactly what he said. When we went in, all he said was that she was using the facilities. And then he said that there was a message from a Mr. White. Let's try examining her a little bit more. On with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes, but that bears no relevance on the case of handling the murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. I think this can't be the end, but I'm out of evidence. Yeah. And I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honour. She's the last. But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honour? Yes, Mr. Wright. The defence would like to call the bellboy after all. Okay, good. Yeah, we're going to call the bellboy. Didn't she bring tea? Or didn't he bring tea? He did have tea with him that time, not iced coffee, yes. But I mean, you know, As if that would matter. She might like tea in the morning. Okay. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default your client, Ms. Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Well, she's going to be pronounced guilty anyway at this point, so we might as well. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. He happens to be here, apparently. We don't need to go and pick him up. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Well, oh god, he even came with a tray of tea. Are we going to be long? I've got to deliver this to room 412. You know. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Yeah, literally. He was supposed to deliver this tray to someone and was like, oh, the court needs me. I must go. Do we have a Discord? Yes, we do. If you do ! Discord, that will give you the invite link. So I received the summons in the middle of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Here we go. Ms. May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening. After 8. From our guest, Ms. May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Why would she ask for that specifically? I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Ms. May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. So we've got to press hard on all the things here. The head bellboy, in business for 4 generations, not important. We received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Ms. May. Okay, well that checks out that she was in the room at that time. But let's ask. Are you sure it was Ms. May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Ms. May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in her stunning radiance, but also heard her voice. And then I saw them. Oh, we know what she's talking about. And I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. I bet you did. So she didn't see anything, she was getting her coffee outside. I was thinking the same thing, Sam. Yes. If she delivered it at 9, and the murder was at 9, and she, said she was looking out the window at 9... Wow, 9 o'clock was a busy minute for her, wasn't it? Maybe if we press this guy on the delivery, then it'll be like, oh yes, we stood and talked for quite a few minutes. She's so delightful. And we'll be like, oh really? Interesting. Because we know she didn't call at 9. We saw her outside many minutes later. The point being, I remembered her quite well. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. Let's ask about that. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink it after she finished, sir. Oh, interesting. Yeah, them, totally somebody else. No, I think he's talking about something else. He saw them. And the bellboy saw Mr. White. No, I think he saw the twins, is what he's talking about. He went all flustered afterwards. So 9 o'clock, the time of the murder, interesting. Brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. Okay. And precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. Oh god, he's actually saying what she said. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee exactly at 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door on the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about that time? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Ms. Meyer herself. Let's ask about that. Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? That's not what I wanted to ask you, idiot. Absolutely, sir. I want to know how long the delivery took. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favoured me with, an embarrasser, sir. An embarrasser? Is that French for an embrace? Sam, is that French for an embrace? Inquiring minds would like to know. Oh my goodness. It's French for a kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. In fact, I've never washed this cheek ever again. Yeah, you guess? Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good, there's nothing there. Is that it? No, hang on, let me go back. This poor guy. Finally, you understand. The bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. If it's a bit tedious, the witness may leave the stand. No! I can't let this happen, can I? I mean, let me at least present something. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Objection. Your Honour, I must object. Well, I object to you, Edgeworth. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. I couldn't agree more. Let me put it right, Edgeworth. Thank you. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Okay. So, why would I have a question about bed making? It's weird. That's very conspicuous by its presence. But we can ask him about the check-in. Yes, I'm just thinking the same thing there. Because she said she checked in around lunch. He might actually said he checked her in himself. What if he says, oh yes, breakfast time? We'll be like, ooh, really? So she could have actually been present during that call in the morning to overhear everything. That could put her in the vicinity at the time that wiretap would have been installed. We've already kind of done the room service to death. That's irrelevant. Check-in. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Ms. May. Oh, all right. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. Oh, I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with her lover there. She wasn't alone? Interesting. What did he say? What did you say? Ah, oh, rather, quite. Bellboy? Tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Objection! I object! That was objectionable. Really, Edgeworth? Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Because she did say she checked in on her own at lunchtime. Just a note, I may give obvious clues every now and then. No, that's no problem. As long as we keep it spoiler-free, that's fine. You horrible man, you went straight to her twins. It's just the way he blushed like this when he said he saw them. Ooh. Yeah. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask? Nice try, buddy. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, you dog. Oh, right, okay. He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. This is a common trial trick, though. It's not just about what they're bringing, but what they're not bringing. What they omit. Edgeworth is going to bust a vein again. You fool of a took. I mean, you fool. I've done it. I've won. Evidence tampering, Edgeworth? Straight to jail. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct. Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor? We've just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May, obviously. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof! Your Honor, as it has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboys saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd liked if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh! Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The court is adjourned. Hell yes. Yes. September the 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Oh, he wasn't. He's a scumbag. That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? No. Not yet. No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. After many years and much tribulation, I have returned. Welcome back, Alchemist. He's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Also, stay away from her in the showers. She might shank you. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. The field of view is important, I know it, and there it is. She dodged to the right and then was struck. So if she fell where the gap was, she couldn't have seen her to the left of the gap in the window because the blinds were down. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center and it's up to me to free her. Save the progress. Right, so detention center visiting room later that day. Oh no. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. As soon as I say that, I get a bloody phone call. That's it. That's how the world works, Alchemist. You ignore the phone at all times now, Sam? Good policy. Not you, stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, but you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, Starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Let's have another examination. Guard is not at all, you know, fazed by this. Maybe he doesn't just get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Maybe he sees more like her than you'd imagine. You know, crazy. Okay, there's nothing here. It was the work phone, you don't have much of a choice. That's true, yeah. Alright. Let's talk. That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you please tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Let's ask about the wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Oh, yes it is. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Yes, I did. This woman's impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. That does it. Bottom-feeding, some-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Probably against you. Let's have a look at the court records. Need to go back here first and present. Talk about the statue again. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts, so get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. I noticed. Okay, same with the wiretap. So there's the testimony. Nope. Okay, she doesn't want to talk about her own testimony either. Floor plan. Alright. I think she may be off her meds. I don't think she was even taking any. That's the thing. I think she needs some meds. Needs to get on the med train.